All right, welcome to our first workshop in Renew Your Inner Yogi. I am Shannon Morrison, and I am here with this amazing Miss Amanda White. And we are excited to get started. I'm going to share my screen because we do have a presentation.
Before you share your screen.
Oh, my Lanto, okay.
We
are
going to stand up. I am going to disappear and reappear.
Maria, don't stand up right now. Yes. This is going to be a little interactive, you guys. We're not going to just sit on Zoom and get tired. And we know that Patricia, it's 8 o'clock, so we wanted to kind of get your energy going. Look there's Miss Amanda.
All right, are we all standing? I can't see everybody on my phone, but are we standing?
I'm standing. Patricia, are you going to stand? Are you good? No, you don't have to. You don't want to.
Patricia, because it's so late, I don't know if you actually want to do this, but you can.
I mean, it depends on what she wants to get done later.
True. So we are going to stand and we are going to do fire breath because that is an energizing breath and it brings us to the present moment. So I always start with a hand on my belly and a hand on my chest because you want your stomach to be pumping. So you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and literally exit, but it's going to be in a rhythm. So it's going to sound and look like this. So you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. And we're exhaling through our nose and inhaling in a rhythm. So notice how you feel. Are you getting tinglies? And let your arms fall. And notice the difference now than when you felt before. Are your fingers tingling? Do you have sensations throughout your body? I would love to know your experience with that breath work because it literally works that quickly.
Anybody?
I should have told you guys to stay unmuted.
Yeah. I feel tingly. So like I just felt like energy kind of going through my body. Maybe a little lightheaded.
And that
but like I felt like tingly.
And that happens because our body is not used to getting that much oxygen inside. So we're disrupting our patterns with that breath.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, Shannon, this is Janet.
Yep.
Hayes. Can we have her do that again and explain like where you breathe in from and where you breathe out from? Like, are we using our stomach as a bellows to pump the air in and out?
Correct.
Because I think once I know how to do it right, I'll be more focused on paying attention to how I feel.
Absolutely. So we're going to breathe in through our nose, and exhale out through our nose. And your breath is going to your solar plexus, which is going to be a few inches above your belly button. That is where the breath, it's not super deep belly breathing like down here, but it is belly breathing. So you're going to be, that is why I always put my hand to make sure my belly is pumping that air in and out.
And then do we do it like fast at first, or we go up to a speed and then slow down?
I always say, find your own rhythm. My rhythm may not be your rhythm because we are all completely different. Most of the time it's in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. But I always encourage you to find your own rhythm, because your rhythm may not be my rhythm.
Okay.
And
A
so
quick
you-
question. Sorry, I just have a quick question. Does it matter which hand we put on the belly and the other one on?
I always do my dominant hand on my heart and the other on the other, but I am not sure about that. I've always did.
Great
just
question.
dominant hand. That is a great question.
I use my dominant hand on my heart if I'm doing anything, like whatever. Yeah. But this is the first time me doing this breath, so I'll do it again. Let's hope I don't get too much fuzzy in my head.
And if you do get lightheaded, slow it down. You can change the rhythm of the breath. It doesn't have to stay at the same pace
Okay.
each time. Again, I always sometimes take a longer inhale and exhale. Just make sure your inhale and exhale match. So if
Okay.
you're breathing in for 3, you breathe out for 3.
Good to know. Perfect. Okay. Should we try it again, Janet?
Sure. All right, are we
I have my
ready?
dominant hand
Yes, please.
on my heart, and I have my other one on my solar plexus, which is basically somebody punch you in the gut.
Right
It's
above your
where,
belly.
yep, right above your belly button.
All right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Breath in and out. You can always play with your breath too. Keep breathing in and out. Play with chest breathing versus belly breathing. You can see the difference. Chest, belly. Let your hands fall to your side. And feel the sensations that you are actually experiencing right now. Do you have tingles in your knees, and your fingertips, and your feet, and your nose, around your face? Do you have more energy?
Okay, so for me, maybe I was breathing too fast to begin with, but it just felt really intense emotionally. And I just did gym work with Shannon, so that may be a function of it. But it just almost like a panic attack. And then I kept doing it and started feeling lightheaded. I kept doing it.
So lightheaded is normal. And because you did a gem, which this is hitting that solar plexus, which is all about your willpower, that could be it. Emotions are going to come up. It's the breath of fire, and it is your willpower. It is for your solar plexus. So it is an emotional breathing technique.
Yep. And it's really going to create the push of the energy in your lymphatic system, and all that stuff is going to be pushing. So like I had another lady that I was working with, and I did gem, and then we walked upstairs, and it, you breathe differently, you're moving up, and every time she walked upstairs, she had an emotional release. And so it's really moving you're just moving that stuff. So honestly, you're going to continue that working through those and letting them go as you do breath work. That's what's, I mean, people think it's simple, right? Or it's like, that's not really that important to do breath work. And Amanda, it's really important to do breath work, right?
Yes,
It's
it is
powerful.
very important. And it does so many different things. I mean, the list goes on and on and on about breathing, and I am a huge fan of Wim Hof and how he breathes as well. I mean, his breathing techniques and everything, it shines a different light into something that we take for granted a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so like as a kid, like I had asthma, which I have asthma, I can't say I had. And so I never really breathed correctly. I breathed differently. And so that's always been a thing. So breath work is super important to slow it down and be mindful of where it's going, like your gut, not your chest, right? Yes, Patricia.
I was just saying, how long do does the tingling in that go on for? Because I can really feel it. And actually, it feels like something's clearing. I don't know what, but something's clearing. So yeah, I found that effective. Yeah. Well, I'm still feeling it. Yeah.
It feels good
That's
though,
awesome.
right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a
And
good
that's-
feeling. Yeah, I just feel like something's just shifting. I'm not sure what that is, but something's shifting. So, but it feels good. And
Good
when
to
I felt a bit dizzy, I just slowed my breathing down a little bit just to adjust. And yeah, so you play around with it. It's not actually for the first time. I mean, that's the first time I've actually done, and I did that sitting down, and I still feel it to be quite effective. So wow, I'm impressed with that. It's good.
Very awesome. Yay. All right, Amanda, you want to go to your other spot? Sunshine Deb asks, how often do you recommend one should do that, Amanda? So when you go to your other spot, you could answer that question. And absolutely. And Janet says, thank you, Amanda. That was amazing. There she is.
Yeah,
Good thing she has energy. This whole going back and forth, right?
I do. It's great. It moves my body.
Yep.
How often do I okay, so again, this is just me personally, but you can do breathing techniques. I do it 3 to 4 times a day, depending on my energy. But again, you can do it once a day, you can do it twice a day, but it's always there. So just know, I don't think you can overdo breath work, because if you could, Wim Hof wouldn't be here.
I mean, we come in, breathe, and we go out. You just breathe all day long, right? And so if you need some extra support, or you need centering, or you need to flush out some negativity, this is a good option to do, right? Or to use to get back in your mindset. That's awesome. I love that. Thank you guys for joining. That was great. I love that. Are we ready? We're ready to dive into the awesome. Thank you for reminding me. I was just like so excited about the presentation. I was like, well, let's do the things. Remove you. Oh, present. Oh, move you down. There we go. Can you guys see that? Now I can't see everybody. I don't like that. All right. Perfect. Okay. Are we ready? Okay, so welcome to Renew Your Inner Yogi. This is so exciting. We're so excited to be here with you. And we're just gonna get started. So we're gonna talk about really what we're doing today is we're gonna mesh yoga, breath work, and natural wellness options. And so we're gonna just really dive into how important and how easy combining these two worlds are, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So there are 3 ways to use essential oils, and I use doTERRA essential oils. They are the most pure, potent, tested essential oils in the world. We are the top oil company. So there's 3 ways to use our oils. Diffusing. So diffusing can be out of the bottle, like you see this in this picture, or an actual diffuser, or a diffuser bracelet. If you guys can see me, I always have a diffuser bracelet on. I know that Amanda and I met just briefly before, and both of us, all 2 of us smelled peppermint from the bottle. And I personally call that huffing. So she was just like, what? You can put a drop or 2 on your hands, or your hands together, and cup your hands over your nose, and you can smell them that way. Or you can pour them into a diffuser. The second way is to use them topically. And some oils are sensitive oils, and you can absolutely dilute them with coconut oil. Rollers is an awesome way to use oils topically, because when you use a coconut oil or a dilution, it just really gets into your system faster and better. It actually takes about 20 seconds to get through your skin and 2 minutes to get through your entire body when you use oils topically, which is powerful, right? For immunity, I always say feet and spine, okay? Your spine is your central nervous system. It's where everything connects and it gets to your system faster. Your feet actually have the biggest pores in your body. So it's like taking an essential oil, like a sublingual way internally. It's really fast and really potent. The third way is internally. Now we have different things called veggie caps. If it's an oil that's like hot, like oregano, if you're wanting to fight viruses and that kind of thing. Or you can just put oils in water. I always have spearmint or wild orange or grapefruit, something in my water to keep my energy going, keep me grounded throughout my day, because all of you are in the same boat that Amanda and I are in, is we just have a lot on our plate. And so if we can keep our energy up and keep focused, it's a powerful unity. So those are the 3 ways you can use essential oils.
And then 3 reasons everyone should do yoga is because how many people here have actually done yoga?
You can put it in the chat if you want, or you can unmute. Dawn is waving yes.
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 I got
Janet Hayes, yes.
Janet
perfect. So most of us have done yoga. So
I know,
you know,
Deb
when
did.
you walk into that yoga studio, you reduce your stress almost right away. I mean, even by sitting down, you reduce your stress because you're focusing on you and your yoga practice at that moment. And then, I mean, these kind of all go hand in hand. They all kind of do, you know, you increase your concentration, which connects you to the present moment, and it quiets your mind. I mean, all of these are interlinked, and you can build your cardiovascular system out that way, but it also improves your strength, your balance, and your flexibility with, you know, the poses and breathing, and then the meditation along with it. So all of those, I mean, this list can go on and on. There's probably lots and lots of benefits of it. But
7,323, I'm sure.
yes, very good number. But it really just calms you down and brings you to the present moment and focuses you, just like, you know, we just talked about with the peppermint. Just it focuses you, and yoga does the same thing.
Awesome. Thank you. So how do we combine this? Why are essential oils so powerful to connect with yoga? One thing about, just in my perspective, and Amanda, I want you to chime in here as well, is just like we said previously, it's kind of like a reiteration. However, when you smell an essential oil, it's going to uplift your mood. It's going to attach to your memories right away. It's going to go through your frontal lobe and uplift you or ground you, and create this amazing space to do yoga. Another way to use essential oils in your practice is you might do yoga to like stretch after like a long week of workouts, or a long week workout, you might want to do stretching, and using essential oils topically is going to relieve your sore muscles. I always have, doing yoga or any other practice, meditation or breathing, I always have a diffuser running, and so it's just really creating that calming atmosphere. What do you think, Amanda?
Absolutely, and I think you're right, because smells, again, attached to memories. And even like, I teach yoga, and these kids are so amazing because they have so much energy, but when it comes to relaxation and sore muscles, because these kids are go, and we do a lot of exercises or poses, if you will, that really stretch and work their muscles, and they love lavender, either where their pain is, or we do the smell in the hands. I go around to every single one, and it just relaxes these kids, and they melt into the floor. I mean, I see it with them every time, and it's just amazing.
Absolutely. I have a friend that's a teacher. She's a 3rd grade teacher, and she has yoga mats in her room, because we are like, I am like go to the next thing. A lot of times suppers are on the road because my kids are, you know, in sports, and so we don't ever really sit for a long time, which has created an issue at school. They don't really know how to sit. And so when their energy gets high and their thoughts are just jumbled and they're like, she gets them on their mat and they do breathing exercise and they do a little bit of yoga and they get back centered and then they go on with their day. And she might do that 2 or 3 times a day. So it's the same as, you know, they have all this scattered energy and these things that, you know, are in their mind, that we as adults are probably creating. We're probably creating it. It's fine. It's fine. But I think any age, right? Any age can use essential oils, and any age can do breath work and yoga. So I think it is a good routine to start, I guess.
And if they're having like a bad day, I mean, I always have 4 oils in my yoga classes. And if one is in a bad mood or just can't get their stuff together, like orange is a powerful essential oil because it uplifts your mood and the changes you see right away. I mean, it doesn't even take 10 seconds. It's pretty powerful.
Awesome. Yes.
Question here,
Patricia,
please.
go ahead. Yep.
Amanda,
Janet.
what are the 4 oils that you have? And
What
do
I
they
always
do?
take to yoga for my littles, I always have lavender, I always have frankincense, orange, and some kind of flower. So either a jasmine or a lilac or a rose. I alternate between those, but I usually always have 4. Just depends on what kind of day we're having in our yoga class.
Thank you.
Exactly. Exactly. Awesome, Janet. Thank you for asking the question. Sunshine Deb did not know essential oils can relieve sore muscles, excuse me. Yeah, eucalyptus, which is, we're going to talk about eucalyptus a little bit today. Eucalyptus actually breaks down the lactic acid that what happens when you go work out or you're sore, you go hiking, and that soreness that you get in your body, that's actually your muscles just secreting lactic acid because your muscle kind of tears. And eucalyptus actually breaks up that lactic acid and reduces that pain that you have and that discomfort. Deep blue is amazing. So we won't talk about deep blue, but we will talk about eucalyptus. Peppermint does the same thing. All those wintergreen, those are really great. Frankincense, we'll talk about that. It's really great for that. And Patricia does say that yes, they help spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally. Yes, and essential oils are so powerful for emotional wellness. And gem, right? Right, Janet? Let me get out of this. So what's so cool about doTERRA? And this is a question that we wanted to have in here. You can buy essential oils anywhere, right? Or you buy your milk. You can buy essential oils. You can go to Hobby Lobby and buy frankincense. You guys, for an oil to say therapeutic grade essential oil, it only has to have 5% of that or any essential oil in it. And so doTERRA, the difference is certified, pure, tested grade essential oils. We're not the only people that test them. We do also have third-party testing so that we are committed to the authenticity and the authenticness of what is in that bottle. You actually, every single bottle has a code on it. You can go to a website and see what's in there, the chemistry of it, and when it was actually bottled. So that is part of it different, but it's 100% pure. The only thing that's in that bottle, unless it's a dilution with coconut oil, like in a roller, is the oil from the plant, tree, bark, or stem or flower. Okay. The biggest powerfulness of doTERRA and why I love doTERRA is the co-impact sourcing. And you guys, I live in a farming community, and I don't know if everybody does, and we're all from all over the world, and you that are watching the replay are from all over the world, right? And so we have corn and soybeans and all that kind of stuff in hundreds of acres. But in third world countries, they might have a 5-acre plot of Melissa. They might have a 5-acre plot of a different oil. And so in these other countries that grow and that have grown these products like Melissa and Vetiver and frankincense and sandalwood, they have done it for generations and generations. And so they know how to grow it. The climate is the harshest, the land is the strongest, powerful to create this awesome synergy and this powerful chemistry filled essential oil to help us physically and emotionally. And so the co-impact sourcing is powerful. We get oils from 42 different countries all over the world. And I love that about doTERRA. So that is also a different part of why doTERRA. And we are absolutely committed to charity, and we'll talk a little bit about healing hands in a second. But so that is the difference. Guys, do not get your oils on Amazon. You don't know what they refill it with. And just also, one thing about doTERRA is we do not sell them in a store. We use people like me and Amanda and other people in the world that have the oils, use the oils, and can teach you how to use the oils, so you know the safety and how to efficiently use them and what you need them for. So you get the education too, and the personal face-to-face human contact, which I love. Just like yoga, it's just you need another person to help you along those hoses sometimes, right? Let's just say I need some help. So Healing Hands is another organization that's through doTERRA, and Healing Hands is flippin' amazing. And because of time, we're not going to do the videos, but I'll post some videos in our group, you guys. But this is really powerful because we do things all over the world to get clean water, to create hygiene kits for girls all over the world, to teach sex education and their body image and good dating. But we also do things like what's called a match program. And I am trying to, I'm working on a project right now to build a safe house in Tobago. And so that is going to be through a Healing Hands Foundation match program. So you'll probably see me just kind of putting it out there. You'll see the name and that kind of thing. I'm working with another lady that her journey is similar to mine. We both are survivors of domestic violence, narcissistic relationships, and we both got out with our kids safely and are living our best lives now and want to help other women do the same. It's super powerful, and it's something that I've wanted to do for 11 years. And I'm so excited that we're finally here, and I'm connected to the humans that can do the damn thing, right? So you'll see that coming into fruition shortly. So whatever we fund, whatever we can create in blessings, doTERRA will match that in funds. And that's how you can really create a powerful change in the world. So blessed to have Healing Hands Foundation connected to doTERRA. What is this goodness?
This is goodness. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with your chakras, but we do have chakras in our body. Starting at the root all the way to the crown, we will do, oh, I'm going to give it away. I don't want to give it away. So just
don't give anything away.
Nope, I stopped myself. So really quickly, I'm just going to kind of go through these and give you one or two words that are associated with each of your chakras. So your root chakra is all about survival, your basic needs. Your sacral is about your creativity, your dreams, your fantasies. Solar plexus is all about your willpower, your values, your virtues. Your heart, which is in the center of all of them. And it is the bridge between your lower chakras and your upper chakras. Your heart is obviously about compassion and empathy and unconditional love. Your throat chakra is about communication, how you express yourself. Are you easy to understand when you explain something? Your third eye is all about wisdom and knowledge, which leads into the crown chakra, which is consciousness. You're very aware. You have wisdom that you don't know how you got wisdom, where that wisdom came from. That, in a nutshell, is your chakra system, which oils and yoga work each and every single one of these.
If you guys have done GEM, you've used 10 chakras, right? We're showing you the basic 7 today. We're going to talk about the basic 7 and what oils are connected to these basic, amazing 7 chakras. And so we do talk. That's really the connection between Amanda and I. We're like, I use chakras, but I use this many. And she's like, well, there's actually like 144. There's
14.
a lot of them, right?
There's a lot.
So we're going to talk about 7, but they're amazing, and they really they make us do what we do every single day, how we react and what's going on in our bodies shows by the imbalance or the balance of our chakras. All right.
The root chakra. Without the chakra, there can be no other. So we always want to focus on our root chakra. So mountain pose is very, very good for that. And let me just say, there's something around yoga that it has to be hard, that it has to be intense. It has to be something that it really is not. It can be simple. It can take a few minutes each day. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out hour and 45-minute yoga class. There are super quick ways to balance your body, yourself, and mountain pose is the great way to do your root, because when you're standing in this pose, for me, I picture roots like tree roots literally growing out of my feet and grounding into the ground so I can really establish my root chakra. And then you close your eyes because you focus inward, you focus on grounding and really visualizing those roots coming out of your feet. But also as opposition, your head is reaching towards the sky. So you are, I'm getting excited. So you are elongating your whole body and really letting the light flow through you in this pose. And there are many, many oils, but Shannon and I picked 3 and take it away.
All right, so you guys, we all know that emotions and I are super connected, and emotions and pain are connected. And we talk about this in GEM, we talk about this and all over the place, and if you've had a conversation. So we're just gonna talk about the emotional side of these essential oils, because I think it really, really is a powerful gateway for your chakras and for your yoga connection, okay? So let's just talk about frankincense. Frankincense is a king of all oils. But the emotions, the positive properties that frankincense goes, because we're talking about positive, we're not gonna talk about the negative. Positive properties, it makes you feel enlightened, it makes you feel love, protected, wisdom, spiritually open and connected to your Father. Frankincense is the oil of truth, so it's super powerful. Myrrh is another one here, and this positive properties are safety, healthy attachments, trusting or bonding, maternal connection, nurtured, loved, secure, and grounded. So that sounds amazing for all the things, right? And lastly, patchouli, which if you were on the group, this is Amanda's favorite dang oil in the world. So if you chose that, yes, patchouli. Positive properties patchouli brings is feeling grounded, feeling confident, body connection and acceptance, which is a huge deal, right? Feeling balanced, stable, and physically expressive. So this is what these oils can do and how they can help your root chakra.
And you see how they all intertwine. Those oils do exactly what mountain pose does in yoga and for the root chakra.
Isn't that awesome? Sumo, I mean, goddess pose.
Goddess pose. So here, we're really taking the time to slide our feet out into that position. We're still straight. And as you bend your knees, you're really, again, you're grounding. You are taking your root chakra down to the ground, extending it to the sacral chakra as your arms, again, are bringing in whatever you're visualizing. I always do visualizing. If I'm working the goddess pose, I'm always thinking orange because the sacral chakra is orange. And visualizing that orange just really rotating through. So your sacral chakra is 3 inches below your belly button. So really envisioning that orange vibrating energy just circling around like a spiral.
I just feel the power in this pose, kind of like the last one too, but I feel like there's power coming from spirit in this pose and just gives you and empowers you. So the oils that we're talking about are bergamot, which is my favorite oil of all time. The positive properties it has is feeling self-acceptance, feeling optimistic, confident, hopeful, lovable, and good enough, which is probably why I love this oil so much. Patchouli, again, right? Grounded, body connection and acceptance, balance, physical self-expression. And then lastly, wild orange is an amazing citrus as well. So this is the oil of abundance, you guys. So abundance, sense of humor. Janet must be fully wild oranged. Playful, generous, spontaneous, creative, and joyful. So if you need some of those feelings or their positive properties, wild orange would be a good thing to do. And what powerful to use for this pose, right?
And with Goddess Pose, it's all about dreams and fantasies. So here you can get playful with the oils. How can you incorporate them to benefit you into a creative state, into dreaming about whatever it is you want to dream about, or making those fantasies a reality?
Absolutely. I love the creative side of this. And yoga is creative. Doesn't be perfect. It's just moving.
And then your solar plexus, which is all, again, about your willpower. So here, this is a very vulnerable pose. You are literally accepting the ground has you. You are opening up every vulnerable part of your body. Your throat is huge here. Again, this also works your throat chakra. It opens your heart and it opens your solar plexus. And in this pose, you are just allowing that confidence to come through, allowing that willpower you have, that you're struggling, if you're struggling, let your willpower come through and guide you. Pre-warning on this pose, if you do try this pose, please, please, please warm up before it. And no, emotions will come up. Sometime this pose, for me, personally, it gets my emotions going. It sometimes makes me nauseous and sick to my stomach. So again, with caution on this pose, because this pose hits a lot.
I'm already excited to use it. Just joking. I'm just joking. No, this will be great. Okay, so new oils here are let's look at sandalwood. So positive properties of sandalwood is spiritual devotion, spiritual clarity, feeling still, connection to higher consciousness, and feeling humble. So it really gets you just surrendering and just brings you back in, right? Lemon is the oil of focus. Focused, energized, mental clarity, alert, rational, and joyful. So those are the two new ones here. Let's see, sandalwood maybe? Did we use sandalwood already? Roman chamomile. Hold on, Roman chamomile. Okay. Positive properties of Roman chamomile are purposeful, guided, peaceful, fulfilled, and spiritually connected. So they very are intertwined, which is why you don't have to use all of these. Maybe you have an oil toolbox at home and you want to choose one of these is specifically that you like or that you resonate to. Maybe you don't like the smell of sandalwood. It's perfectly fine. Choose a different one. They were all intertwined with spiritual connectedness and just getting back into your space and your purpose.
And then we are at the heart chakra, which is dancer pose. Here, again, with most standing poses, you are always grounding. You are always working on your root chakra. But in this pose, you are really opening and letting your heart go, letting your heart open, and really, again, visualizing that green light circling around your heart and really just loving yourself, turning inward and really focusing on you and what you need. It's all about self-love, self-care. And again, here, I mean, we can get into like what muscles you're working and everything, but again, this is just opening your heart center, because I'm going to keep it positive. We all go through some stuff. So this pose will, again, let that stuff just go. And again, make sure your heart is just opening and dropping those walls.
I feel like you're reaching. You're like reaching for goodness, right? You're just like getting out of the box and like pulling goodness into you. That's what I feel like you're doing here. So these are brand new oils, you guys. These are different oils. So we're gonna start with the bottom here with rose. It is the oil of divine love, which is why it's in the heart chakra, right? So feeling loved, compassionate, healing, tender-hearted, accepted, empathy, and receiving divine love. Neroli is one of my other favorites. I love Neroli. And it has it's about partnership. So positive properties are being patient, empathetic, kind, tolerant, calm, intimate, resilient, and committed. So those are the positive properties of Neroli. And then lavender, all things calm, right? And communication. Positive properties are open communication, calm, emotionally honest, self-aware, and peace of mind. And jasmine, lastly, the positive properties of jasmine is healthy sexuality, pure intentions, innocence, healing, self-acceptance, trusting, and safe. So there really is all about self-love, right? So you can choose one of these, you guys. You're not going to go wrong with any of these. And really, your heart chakra is all about self-love and self-compassion, grace, just healing, right?
And then for the throat chakra, again, if you're just beginning, this may be a while, but for the wild thing pose, or it's also known as the rock star pose, because really you are grounding with both of your legs and one of your arms, while the other is literally opening up your chest and your throat. This again is good for the heart and throat and your solar plexus. So again, all of these little poses can be beneficial for multiple chakras. It's just not one or the other. So here you are just releasing all of your crap into the ground. Let the ground absorb it as you are literally releasing your throat so you can communicate more effectively, properly, for people to better understand you.
That's amazing. I love that. So we have a couple new oils. Frankincense, of course, you guys, self-love, right? Self-acceptance, king of all oils, all the goodness. The properties of clove, besides Maria, you would love this one because of its properties and its oxidative amazingness for mouth and healthcare. But clove is amazing for these positive properties, feeling empowered, clear boundaries, protected, courageous, independent, capable, and having your integrity. Eucalyptus, positive properties are able to heal, feeling whole, liberated, responsible, and feeling encouraged. And lastly, the new one, geranium. And geranium is amazing oil for emotions, you guys. Amazing oils for supporting depression. Positive properties are emotional healing, empathetic, trusting, forgiving, gentle, loving, tolerant, and open. So if that doesn't describe this yoga pose, like this is just, feeling open, is a huge deal there. And of course, frankincense for all the things. So I love this. And I love the name. Okay, let me just be honest. I love the name. I can't wait to try this one, but.
And just on a note, frankincense honestly is good for every single chakra. Even it may not be listed, but frankincense is good for all 7 chakras, just so you guys are aware. So for the third eye chakra, it's going to be Thunderbolt Pose or Diamond Pose. Here, again, it's about turning inward. It's not about outward focus. Your third eye is going to be a lot of ground. So again, you're trusting that ground to support you. Your hands are behind your back and your eyes are closed as your gaze is inward. at your third eye, which is in the middle of your forehead. And you can stay here for as long as you want, and it works so much. Sometimes these poses look like, oh, well, why do it if it's not active? Stillness, still poses are just as beneficial as the active poses are, because here you're really going inward, you're turning in, you're listening to yourself, and it's extremely powerful.
Awesome. I love, it's not on here, but child's pose. Like, it's just a sitting relaxation, but putting my head down and that just that position really gets me centered, and I don't even know, it just does amazing things for me. So I can't wait to try this pose. So the oils that are different here, there's 2 different oils. We've talked about jasmine, but clary sage is an amazing oil for emotions and endocrine system and girl drama. I mean, sorry, I have teenage girls. Anyway, so positive properties is spiritual clarity, intuitive, open-minded, and imaginative. So that is amazing. And time, it is the oil of releasing and forgiving. And so that just resonates yoga, right? So the positive properties are forgiving, feeling patient, open-hearted, and emotional release. So that is powerful. I love that. Huge
Thumbs up.
connection.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Can I have some more, please? Thank you very much.
And then you have eagle pose. So you can either do this gazing up, or you can honestly close your eyes. All depends on your balance. But eagle pose, you're really, again, you're grounding into that foot, and you're sitting like you're sitting on a chair. But again, it's all about awareness. And think of an eagle. Think of the freedom, the wide wingspan, how they float and fly through the air. Really, that deals with your crown chakra, because again, it's all about consciousness and awareness and wisdom and oneness. And if you ever see an eagle in the sky, like, that's oneness, like just him gliding through the air. So again, coming back to eagle pose, that is what this pose is all about.
I love that. I love eagles.
Me too.
So the new oil here is Vetiver. So Vetiver is the oil of centering. And so it's feeling centered, feeling grounded, feeling present, emotionally aware, and emotionally connected. Vetiver mostly, what I use it for is for people that cannot get to sleep. So it's really grounding if the mind is just like all the time. It really helps with that. So it is really a grounding, centering oil for all the things. It would be great for yoga and meditation. We also, I mean, rose is amazing, you guys. We talked about sandalwood, and of course, frankincense is the king of all oils. Gives you the peace of mind, really. That's that clarity and that calmness.
Okay. So
No pressure.
can we, hold on.
I can go back.
I'm gonna swap video and shared. No, it's not what I want to do. I want to see everybody for right now.
What do you want to do?
All right. So who is up for a little yoga?
Who wants to try it?
Me,
Ooh.
me.
Get it, get it, Hayes.
Do we just want to
Yay.
do a few of the poses, or do we want to do a flow of yoga?
All of them.
Let's
Please.
try them.
All right, we'll just go one by one then.
Okay, yes, and before we do, there's some comments in
Oh yes, let
the
me.
chat.
Thank you.
Yes, there is more. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yes, she will demonstrate. I'm not demonstrating.
No,
Dawn,
Jan,
my favorite
you
oils
got
are
this.
frankincense, bergamot, and yes. Those, I use those a lot as well, Dawn. I love frankincense. You guys, frankincense is one of the oils that I use for all the things. Like, frankincense is really good for like head tension. I actually use it like a brain freeze. I put a drop underneath on my thumb, and I hold it to the roof of my mouth. Within like 25 seconds, my head discomfort has dissipated. But if you diffuse frankincense, it gives you peace of mind. Use it internally, it's for discomfort or support for anxiousness. If you use it topically, it's good for discomfort. And so that oil itself is so fabulous. And so bergamot, you cannot go wrong with bergamot. You guys, one key thing that I discussed with Amanda, and that's why she laughed out loud in the thing, is citrus oils and sun do not mix. Okay, even if you're Amanda and she's like still puts baby oil on her little skin and goes out in the sunshine in Arizona, no thank you. But you cannot mix. They're sun sensitive, and bergamot, it's actually 72 hours sun sensitivity. So it is where the sun doesn't shine. Okay.
Check.
Do you just huff it before you do these poses? Janet wants to know if you just huff the oil before you do the poses. That's one way of doing it. Absolutely. You can do a diffuser. You can have a bracelet on, right, Amanda? What else? How else can you do it?
Sometimes I put it on my neck. I put it right below my nose, so I'm constantly smelling it. If I don't have my bracelet on. Again, I do have a diffuser bracelet. These are little lava beads that oil just goes right on. And again, it will stay on the bracelet for at least 6 or 7 hours. So that scent is carrying with you. And Shannon said diffuse, and I also put it on my hands, but just be careful if it's straight oil, because some people have a very sensitive skin that it causes,
Just a little prickly.
yeah.
And it'll go away, but just a little prickly, just gets a little hot.
Mhm.
And so that's why we dilute with coconut oil or jojoba oil or something else if you have that issue. Like if you're using the cinnamon or oregano or thyme, you definitely want to dilute. I use a lot of oils just on my skin, it's no problem, but every bottle of doTERRA oil will tell you how to use it and if it needs to be diluted. If it says supplemental facts, you can use it in your water or use it internally. But it'll tell you this is just for topical use, and it'll say dilute with coconut oil, or this is, you can use them for all, or this is just for aromatic, right? Sunshine Deb, the oils we talked about today are single oils. There were no blends today. And so what is in the oils we talked about are just like bergamot is the peel of that orange. So that is just what they are. Lemon is lemon. Frank is from the resin, myrrh is from the resin, that kind of thing. They're just from that. If it's a blend, there'll be different oils in them, but we didn't actually talk about them. We will dive into more oil goodness in a different workshop to get a little more used to what essential oils are for certain reasons, like even cleaning, right? We need to get rid of those chemicals. That's part of being a yogi.
And I just learned lemon oil takes away the stickiness of things. You know, those stickers on like glasses or plates that you just constantly scrub to get all the sticky stuff off? Lemon actually gets it off. How amazing is that?
How amazing is that? And it also, if your kids get into Sharpie fights.
Yep.
I mean, whose kids do that besides mine? It takes it right off. Or whiteboards, it's really good. Lemon's amazing for cleaning.
And Janet, you can pick, some people do 2, 3 oils. I definitely would start with just 1 or 2 to see what benefits you see from that. If you start with 20, you don't know which benefit is coming from which. That's my personal opinion. But 20
you don't
oils,
want 20 oils on you. I mean, I might by the end of the day, but no, I'm just joking. I don't even have that many oils on it in a day's time. So really, like we said, Janet, like frankincense is going to help no matter what. Pick your favorite ones to calm. There's several, and we're going to talk about the ones that are in several, like rose and jasmine, a citrus oil, frankincense. They're going to be a lot of them that really cross-pollinate through all the chakras that is going to benefit you. So you don't have to worry about getting 20 oils all at once. But yeah, you're just going to use 1 drop, and 1 drop of doTERRA oil is all you need because it is powerful. 1 drop is like a shot of the liquid, right? 1 drop is a lot.
And then Dawn said, she was taught to breathe in through the bottle while closing 1 nostril, which is alternative nostril breathing, and then repeat it on the other side. And peppermint also really helps.
Yeah. You guys, so if you have any issue with the C word this last year or in the future, A lot of people had a tough time getting their smell back. And there is a routine to get your smell back with different essential oils, and peppermint is one of the powerful punches to help that.
And then Deb, she wants you to
bring
explain
out
how these
selected-
oils help to bring out selected properties needed at the time, like focus.
So it's really, Deb, it's really in their chemistry. And it's just what they do and how they affect your olfactory gland. Like peppermint or anything menthol is going to your frontal cortex, me smacking me in the third eye, right? It really goes into your third eye and it goes into your brain, and it does these powerful things. That can be a whole other class, like I said before, but it just, the chemistry, we can talk about that, like why this chemistry does this one thing. Every essential oil that doTERRA has does a specific thing physically and emotionally for us. They only do, like, the ones that are closest is like, why do we have petitgrain and lavender? The chemistry is very similar. I call petitgrain the man's lavender, but the generational properties to help people with generational issues, like gem, is powerful with petitgrain. It's different than lavender, okay? So we can talk about that. That is a great question. We will write that down on what to focus on, like, what about the chemistry, right? It's really what they're made of, like how much limonene is in them. But the chemistry components, we will bring that to another class. It's the science of it, and you must really like science, right? Am I right, Deb? What is the science? Yes, Maria, thank you. And yes, Amanda's going to help us with these. And diffuser bracelets, oh my gosh, I love so many. I can absolutely send you some that I love. Laugh out loud, the C word.
Me too.
I mean, yes. I get mine in different shops. Of course, when I'm physically in there, I test myself on, do I need this one? Because everyone is different, or you can just get them. I mean, I get them on Amazon too. Yeah. So there is different things you can get. Yes, diffuser bracelets are amazing, and there's diffuser necklaces too, you guys. There's diffuser ring, all the things. So you can have your oils on you, not touching your skin necessarily, but with you all the time. And I actually had a client one time that brought frankincense. Did you know that frankincense helps you with seizure activity? It supports your brain. And so she bought frankincense and she had it on her. When she was triggered and she knew that a seizure was coming, she would smell her diffuser bracelet and would allow her to get to her medication, which gave her time, which was amazing. That was super powerful to me. That was way back when I first started using essential oils. And so it does work. Humans and animals are the same. So I actually helped another human with her dog that had seizure activity as well. It's really supportive for your brain health and your central nervous system. So all the things. And I believe Amanda is going to our other spot so she can share.
Hey Shannon, someone's got some background noise going
It's
on.
because I think Amanda, I think she muted. Oh,
Shouldn't be me.
well, your other Amanda is not muted.
I'm not.
That wasn't creepy at all, Amanda. Okay, there you go. I mean, I was gonna mute you. I could have done it, but it's really fun. I can just picture you running back and forth. So, I mean,
Yeah.
all right. So we're ready to try this. I'm ready to try this. We need to
Are
pick our
we-
movie.
Is everyone standing up? That's the one downfall on a phone. I can't see everybody. Is there a way I can? see
That's
everybody?
okay, my
You probably don't want to see us all do
camera's
this.
off. You'll do much better if you're not seeing me.
If you guys want to turn your cameras off, it's fine. We'll know you're doing it.
All right, so we're gonna start with mountain pose. So
Ooh, this
again,
one's easy.
it's easy. You can either stand with your
Hey
feet.
Shannon, just a
Yeah?
second, please, Shannon. Can you make Amanda the main person on
Oh,
the big screen, please?
hold on.
Or maybe you can go into speaker mode so the person who's on speaking is on the thing and mute everybody else.
I don't know how to do that. Anybody know how to make the speaker mode work? It's just like on your phone. So
Yeah.
I don't want to
wanna
make it
see-
speaker mode because
You have to take down your slide, maybe. I don't know.
oh, maybe I do. So I'm going to stop share while we do this. I'll do that. And then so if everybody else can mute, perfect, you guys, you're doing awesome. And I'll stop talking.
Okay, are we ready? I'm on a phone, so I don't really know what's going on. All right, so we're gonna stand. Your feet can either be hip distance apart or together. I think you can see my whole body. I tend to stand with my feet apart. And again, you're not sinking into your hips. You're standing straight. Your stomach is engaged, so you don't want to be like this or like this. You want to be standing straight, engaged stomach. You can see the difference. Engaged. Palms are facing forward. If you feel comfortable, please close your eyes. If not, it's okay. Just stare down right in front of you and really ground your feet into the ground as your head is reaching up to the ceiling, and really stay here for a few minutes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Notice how you feel right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in and exhale out through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. What's happening inside of yourself right now? Are you imagining those tree roots going from the bottom of your feet into the ground and expanding underneath? You feel grounded. And I forgot, do we want to go pose by pose or do we want a flow of yoga?
Let's do a pose by pose so then they can know what to do. And then they have these in the group, right? They're already there.
Yep, okay, perfect. All right, so from mountain pose, we are gonna go into goddess pose. Again, a little wider than hip. Here, when you bend your knees, make sure your knees are tracking your toes. You don't want your knees going one way and your feet going the other way. That is my biggest thing. I'm gonna turn sideways so you guys can see me. You don't want your pelvis going back, nor do you want it going front. You want it straight up and down. Knees tracking toes, arms up and bend. And again, hold it. You should feel your inner thighs working a little bit. Stomach is also engaged. If you want to take your focus either down to the floor or close your eyes and really breathe. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take a deep breath in. Grounding through all sides of your feet and exhale out. Pushing your legs back with your inner thigh, making sure, again, your knees are tracking your toes. Deep breath in and exhale out. One more deep breath in through your nose and exhale out. You can wiggle your feet back in and really let's move and shake that out. And if you want, you can take just the leg in and stretch that hip out. If you want to hold on to something, you're more than welcome to do that. Stretch it out however you want. If it's behind, you can do that too. And then Camel Pose will also stretch that out. So in Camel Pose, there's lots of different ways to get into Camel Pose. For me, again, we are going to go into Table Pose first. On all fours. Hands under your shoulders. And your legs are under your hips. We are going to lower the tummy. Head is up into cow pose. And then round your back like a cat at Halloween time. And this is cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. All right, we are going to come up into our knees. And if you guys have questions, please unmute and ask. Take one hand to your ankle. Slowly start rolling around. All your weight is in this hand on this foot. You're going to roll around as you arch your back. Your other hand goes to your ankle. And be here. You're focusing on right above your belly button. There is a yellow circle of energy. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. One more deep breath in. And exhale out. You're going to take one arm off, bring it around, and forward. How was that for all of you? I'm sorry, I know I'm probably making you go to and from your camera or phone.
That one is a no-go for me. Janet came too hard for me. So I just arched back and opened up my throat and my chest. And
perfect. Janet, if this is also an intro to camel, if you want to just do slight back bends,
okay,
with your hands on your back where your sacrum is,
okay,
your bone, and you can start just going back.
That's kind of what I did. So I was like, whew.
There's your intro.
Yay, yay, thank you.
Anybody else?
So Amanda, on these really hard ones,
yes,
can you show us the modified pose before you go into it? So if we aren't able to do that, we can do the modified first. These are amazing.
Yeah. So kind of what I just told Janet, this is definitely a modification for Camel Pose. But if you wanted it to be on the ground, so if you have a block, when we were in school, we pass things backwards. So if you have a block, just take it and pass it and up. But this will really get your spine moving. Or you can place one hand down and do half. And then come back, and then you can do the other side. So you can split it half and half. Does that help, Janet?
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. All right. Moving on to dancer pose. A modification, I mean, you could always just stand with one leg. That would be your first modification for dancer pose. Let's make sure our supporting leg is grounded, all sides of the foot. Lift that leg, make sure you are stable. If you are not stable, grab something that's that height and put your hand on it, like a couch. And then lift this leg up. We are going to bring this leg up. And then if you can take that arm out. And focus is really important here. If you're focusing on one thing, you won't fall. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. On your exhale, you can drop that leg. And shake everything out. And if you need a roll down and shimmy, stand up. And we're going to do the other side because you can't do one side without the other. So, supporting leg, nice and grounded. Grab your foot. If this is where you can be, this is perfectly fine. If you want to take it over and take your arm out. And again, use your focus here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. If your standing leg is shaking, you are more than welcome to bend it. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and release everything down. Shake everything out. And how was that for everybody?
Fabulous. Thanks for telling me I could hold on to something because I was shaking.
Yes. Yes, so was I. That's why I said if you need to bend your leg, you're more than welcome to do that. And some days, these poses, I do have to say, are going to be better on some days than other days. Do not beat yourself up because you're having a hard time with a pose. It will come in due time. And some days your body is going to be like, I ain't doing that. And that's okay, because that's where your body is. We need to start listening to our body and what it's actually telling us. If a pose says, then don't do it. All right. Now we are going to sit on the ground. Straighten one leg, whatever leg you want. With the bent leg that's on the ground, we are going to round the bent leg, place the opposite arm of the bent leg on the ground, And we are gonna push with our foot and arm together as we raise our pelvis up. And if you are here and ready, you can take this arm down and around as you open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Take a deep breath in. Notice where your tension is. And exhale out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Bring that arm back and around. Switch your leg. So the leg that was straight is now bent, and the leg that was bent is now straight. Opposite arm of the bent leg goes down on the ground. You're going to ground through your foot and your arm. Pretend your beautiful roots are coming out of your feet and hands and really grounding into the ground as we push through those two and push our pelvis up. If this is all you can do, this is perfect. If you want to take that arm down and around and just breathe. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And bring that on down. And if you want, while you're on the ground, you can go ahead and pat your little legs out. And we are going to come to our knees. Sit on our heels. Spine is nice and straight. We're not tipping forward, or we're not overdoing it on our sits bones. We are right on top of them. And this is Thunderbolt Pose. You can do it with no arms. Your hands would just rest on your legs. And you can be here. That is A-okay. Or if you want to add the arms, you're going to bring one arm to the middle of your back. And then the other arm. If you cannot connect your palms, that is okay. You can create kind of like a diamond in the back. And you want to close your eyes. Focus on your third eye chakra. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Just for fun here, let's shake our wrists out and circle them. I'm going to turn sideways for you. We're going to place our hands down. We are going to tuck our toes under, and we're going to make an upside down V, which is downward facing dog. And let's just pedal through our feet here. In this position, your tailbone is reaching towards the ceiling as your head is reaching towards the ground. If you want to keep pedaling your feet, you're more than welcome to. And then find your stillness here. When you are ready, walk your feet in. slight bend in the knees. Roll everything up. If you have any tension, you can breathe into it as you're rolling up. And we are now ready for Eagle Pose. A modification for Eagle Pose, depending on how your balance is. Both feet together, bend knees, cross arms. When you are ready, if you are ready, you can pick up a leg straight out in front and cross it over. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Let's drop that leg in your arms. Let's shake everything out. Ooh, legs are taking a little beating today. Let's take that leg up, stretch that out a little bit. And we are gonna find our seat again, if you will. This is how we should look sideways. And we're gonna take our arms out and in front. Other arm. Arms are switched from the first one. And other leg. If you're ready to take the other leg up and out, take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. And exhale out. And shake that out. And if you need to, bring that leg up and stretch this little muscle out. All right. Ooh. Got a little sweat going on here. All right.
You did amazing.
That was so much fun. That was fun.
I'm
was
so
fun.
glad you guys didn't see me do those yoga poses.
Right?
That's the fun thing of it though, because then I could give you certain modifications for your body. If I can't see you, I don't know what kind of modification you need.
Well, we'll figure it out, but I just want you to know that I now know that I need to work out more.
Sweet.
Ditto.
It's awesome.
Times 1,000.
Hold on. I'm all over the place right here.
Swap your spot. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Okay, so put in the chat if you did some yoga. It's okay if you didn't try it, but if you tried some yoga. So awesome, Patricia. I'm so glad. I really thought Eagle Pose was going to be harder. Nice job, Miss Janet Hayes. That's awesome. I did too. Some of them I was only able to do like 2 breaths because I was like, wow, that arm's a little shaky. But it was so fun. It was so fun.
And again, breaths are definitely, you can gauge how many you need to do. Do you know?
That's why we do yoga in our home right now, right? It doesn't have to be, it's good.
But we're all here to learn. I mean, did you see me? I almost fell over 3 or 4 times, and that's okay because that's where my body is right now. Especially, you know, we didn't have a proper warm up and we were just going through poses. So again,
I think it'd
with
be
a
fun to
proper
do
warm
this.
up, they would have probably been a little easier.
Oh, for sure, they would have been a little bit easier. Maybe we can plan to do this together and record it, and I'll show you my powerful yogi, and we'll put it in the group. That'd be great. Awesome job, Janet. Good job for doing them all. I did them mentally. So, you know, Sunshine Deb,
That's okay.
mental yoga is a thing. I know it is. So that's awesome.
You got to visualize it and then do it. See?
Yep. That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm so glad you guys did that with us. Thank you so much. I'm going to regain our, I think this is where we are.
Yes.
Regain our slides here. Whoa, 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 whoa. So connecting the dots. Obviously, we're talking about essential oils and yoga. So there's 3 awesome things about doTERRA essential oils. Also, they're effective, they're safe, and they're affordable because you just need 1 drop to do all the things. Sometimes, Deb, this does have a little bit about what each of these 3 products do. These are like the oils. Lavender we talked about. We didn't really talk about peppermint very much, except for the focus, right? But this does tell you what is in them. And the A, T, and I, that means all of these, you can use all 3 ways. Okay, so they're more effective because you have options. Essential oils, doTERRA essential oils actually can permeate the cell wall, which can help our cells be sustained and get healthy rather than just attaching to the outside of the cell and killing something that's on the outside, still leaves that cell unhealthy. So they're absolutely 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop goes a long way. And certified pure tested grade essential oils. So all the things, safe, effective for your animals, kids, and elderly alike. And like I said, it's pennies per dose, if you will. Medical costs are outrageous. And so I'm so off. I'm just so thankful that I have this option to take care of my family naturally and for a reduced price, of course. So this is today. It's still December. Can you guys believe we're at the end of the month? I don't even know where this month went. So I'm super excited. We did put this together for you guys just so you know what the promotions are. doTERRA always has specific promotions of the month. And this month you get a ling-a-ling for 10% off. And that was part of our oils that's really good for yoga and it's really good for emotions. These are the oils, lavender, frankincense, sandalwood, and ling-a-ling are the ones that really came through all the yoga, right? Different ones. 5 or 6 of them, but then of course we did talk about frankincense is helpful for all 7. And then we just gave you all the options. You guys were like, oh my gosh, I need all the oils, or oh my goodness, like where do I start? Is there like a collection I could get? These are 2 of our favorite kits. The right one is the Healthy Start. These are the top 10 oils that everybody uses. Frankincense, On Guard, lemon, lavender, peppermint, digestion, all those ones for immunity and for cleaning. And you get 3 free oils in that kit, okay? The next one over here is the Aroma Light or the Aroma Essential Kit. And you have more oils for emotional health. And these also all, you can get some yoga goodness out of both of them. But the one on the left comes with my favorite diffuser, but it is more on the side of emotional wellness. Both come with a diffuser, which we talked about as an awesome way to get essential oils in you, around you, and create a positive environment, right? And then if you guys, there is a promotion of this season's treasures. I just want you to know frankincense and myrrh today. We talked about both of them, but Holiday Love is new and it's fabulous, just so you know, fabulous. So if you order today, you get a gift from us, and you'll get all the goodness. You get some testers, some triers, some free oil goodness coming to you via the mail besides your awesome oily goodness. Okay. The end of the month is tomorrow. So that's why today and tomorrow, we're going to work on following up with you guys. So now, do you guys have any questions? And you have to look at this slide because I think this is so cool.
It's beautiful.
I feel like I'm in this field. What about you guys? This is so awesome. Okay. If you guys have any questions, I know there's been questions in the chat. Deb, and sometimes Deb will get to those and bring you a different workshop. This is the first of many. We just really wanted, and I know it's jam-packed, and I thank you so much for your patience with technology. I thank you for being here today. And I know it went longer than I anticipated, but we had some technical difficulties at the beginning. And then, of course, you get all those awesome yoga poses and the breath work with them. It did take a little bit longer to get through today, so I appreciate your patience and attentiveness to do the thing. So unmute if you guys have questions, we will answer them. Or tell us what you thought. It's fine too. Do I need to stop the recording? I'm just joking. Tell us what you think of the
I think you guys are amazing. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was great. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So we want to thank you guys, and I'll let Amanda talk to you. So sorry. Thank you for joining us. We do both have mastermind courses up. Mine is Breaking the Emotional Chains That Hold You Back. I do have a free challenge that's up called Unleash Your Inner Greatness, but then I have 2 other courses with this name. One is immersive and one is just a simple, the simple work. And Miss Amanda, what do you have on mastermind.com?
I have When the Mind, Body, and Soul Come Together. So it is working on your mindset along with the universal laws, how to incorporate them into your life. And if chakras interest you, that is also a module in When the Mind, Body, and Soul Come Together. It goes in depth of each chakra. And again, I know Shannon already said this, but I truly appreciate each and every single one of you being here. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
It
you.
was so fun.
Thank you. Thank
guys.
you.
It was so much fun. Did you see what I
My
said?
goodness, what? Oh, you were yours. Well, I was kind of
No.
sweating to hold my assets up. Let me just say right now. I was like, first of all, I was like trying to lean up because my computer's up on my desk because I'm standing, and I was on my floor, and I was like, I'm trying to see you. So I'm gonna stop the recording, you guys. We can chit chat. Thank you so much. If you watched the recording, right. Type in #replay and tell us what you think, okay? And tell us if you did try the yoga poses. I really want to know if you tried them, how you
Yes.
felt after, and that kind of thing.
We want to know.